What's up, guys? Today is Friday. I don't know exactly what day I'll conclude this video and get stuff uploaded, but I got started on getting the engine bay for the red car prepped, so I was going to show you that. Alright, so today I've started getting some more stuff out of this engine bay and getting it ready to be painted. So I was just looking, and whoever did the brake line tuck on this, they just ran them through here where the wiring harness would be originally, and up on the dash where the proportion valve is. They had this massive hole they had the shifter cables through. They still had the heater core in it, but nothing else was behind the dash. So I went ahead and removed the heater core, and I'm going to remove these lines too. And whenever I rerun them, I'll probably just run them through this hole since it's already here, and just run them up to the master cylinder, make something, maybe remake or make them look nice. But yeah, I got the dash out of this thing because the wiring in this thing was absolute nightmare. They had stuff running here, there, and everywhere. So I'm gonna redo that, clean it up, make it look a little nicer, a little more functional. So whoever gets this car next, it'll be a little better setup for them there. And you can see right here, this is where they got the proportion valve. And you can see these lines run right up through here and over and out that hole. That's not how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to, it'd be real simple, just go right here from the proportion valve, right out that same hole right there. The fuse box was just dangling down here, so I've got it secured up there. They had the heater core in here, like I said, but they didn't have the AC evaporator or the blower motor in here, so I mean, what's the point in having a heater core? So I went ahead and removed that too. Then they got all the original OBD1 wiring in here. Not really utilized, but I don't want to cut it out, so I'll probably just strap it up somewhere and make it look nice. Out of sight, out of mind kind of deal. And also, the other day I had some spray paint, and these jams were white. As you can see, the rest of the jam is white. So I bought this. This is some Rust-Oleum paint. It's not an exact match to the rest of the car, but it's pretty close. It's a lot closer than white. So I may just do the jams and the engine bay and everything with this Rust-Oleum. It looks pretty nice. Got some nice reflections and stuff just to be spray paint. A spray bomb Nazi. And so, like I said, I got the heater core out. This is the airbag system. I don't have an airbag system anymore. Took out all the wiring for the airbag stuff. Don't need that. So I gotta get some door panels for this thing because this one didn't have a door panel. Also, you can see here where I did some of this red. Just doing some test spots. I need to get a door panel for this. That one over there has a door panel, but it's not in the best shape. I'd like to get another set of stock door panels thrown in this thing. Alright, so I got this chassis harness cleaned up. Got the fuse box up here, bolted in. And all the OBD1 stuff I've kind of got just balled up and zip tied up in this corner just in case someone ever wants to put this car back to a B series or D series or something. This is my K series conversion harness. I got those two brake lines off that went to the master cylinder, and I'm gonna pick up some new lines from AutoZone and just rebend my own. But yeah, it's cleaned up a good bit in here. It's looking pretty good. I'm satisfied with it so far. And as you can see, I've pretty much got this engine bay stripped. I got the brake booster out, clutch master cylinder. I got the shocks out. I'm gonna take the nuts off these and just tape up the stud, unless it just, well, I mean, I guess technically I could take them out. They're not that big a deal once you've already got them unbolted. Probably gonna take this out and just get it out of the way. And then I need to clean this up real good. I don't know if I'm gonna try to get it outside and clean it up or clean it up in here or what, but it really needs a good cleaning. Alright, now, this isn't an exact, this isn't a beautiful, like, showroom quality job, but it turned out pretty decent, and it's better than the yellow, right? Engine bay's been painted several times, and the people who painted it previously appear to not have done any prep work whatsoever. So I hit it with a pretty good sanding, like on the core support, and like on the shock towers and stuff that you'll be able to see once the motor's in. I didn't really concentrate a lot of time on the firewall because a lot of that will be hidden once the motor's in, but I did pull all the plugs and stuff. Like, well, I actually installed this AC firewall plug. It didn't have that, but like the little plug here, the little plugs here on top of the shock towers, I pulled all the ones out because they had painted them, and actually you can see them right over here. So that's those. I pulled all those out, and I actually had a CRV here. I went and pulled these plugs off of and installed those in here. And so I've still got to finish painting the subframe down here because it's blue for some reason. So we're going to give it a fresh coat of black like I've kind of started here. And then I'm going to get started on reassembling this jewel. All right, and also I wanted to mention that they had these factory lines come up here and then transition over to a braided line. So it's kind of tacky with it being up in the engine bay, so I'm actually going to cut them back up under the car and put this fitting up under the car somewhere and run the AN fitting back there. Just clean up a little bit more. I mean, it's not going to be, you know, a show car, but anything I can do to help it make it look a little bit better, and it's, you know, not costing me an arm and a leg, I'm going to do it. Alright, so decided to come out here after work and burn a little midnight oil, and it's, I don't know, sometime after midnight at this point. So yeah, see, he's got the competition clutch twin disc on here. Got the transmission off. My motor has the EP3 trans. This is the built transmission that was on that motor. You see I've split it apart here, took the gear set out, and I got the LSD. I'm going to put the LSD and the EP3 trans. Could I sell the LSD separately? Probably. It's an M factory, but you know, I figure I'd throw it in this EP3 trans and hook up the next guy. Also today I got one of my spindles swapped out because this car had, the red car, it had drive shaft 5.9 axles, which I'm keeping for the all-wheel drive project. But I had these hubs with the 36mm axles on my hatch already, so I put those on the red hatch, and I also got the front coilovers swapped over, just this one side. I haven't made it to the other side yet. And right here is the hubs for the spindle and everything for the drive shaft shot 5.9s. I'm going to put new ball joints in these before I stick them on my car, because they've seen their better days, right? So we're going to get those fixed up. And yeah, you see that? So we're going to get all that fixed up and make it look nice. I kind of hate that, you know, I had spent good money on these rotors. These are EBC rotors. I also have EBC yellow stuff pads that go to these rotors, and these rotors are bigger than those, and you can't swap them back and forth because the mounting points for the caliper are different. So that sucks, but swapping over to the 5.9s because I would say I would rather have the axles than the brakes. And those brakes are bigger, but I spent a lot of money on these brakes. Look at this. Woo! She's looking fresh. But yeah, I guess that's going to do it for the night. I guess I'm going to get some sleep. Like I said, it's after midnight sometime, so hit again tomorrow.